How you doing, everybody? Tim from Ski Rex Media back for yet another Ski Rex Media podcast. How awesome is that? How are you doing? How is your spring progressing? As I look out the window over here, it is sunny and it is blue skies and there's almost no clouds and it's not cold, but it's not warm either. It's right in the middle there, that wonderful little spot. But things are closing. They're closing fast. So a few mountains have closed. My home mountain, Whaleback Mountain, has closed. And I bring up Whaleback Mountain because that is the location of today's interview. And we'll get into that interview in a minute. First, though, the shameless plugs. You know it. Yeah, I do it every week. So those ones who are already subscribed and follow Ski Rex Media have heard this. But if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe or follow depending on the platform you use. Each one uses different terminology. Obviously, if you watch the YouTube video version of the Ski Rex Media podcast, it's a subscribe button. And if you subscribe now, there will be YouTube content next season, but the podcast will be audio only. We're going to try just going back to audio only for the podcast, I think, for next season, but there will be other videos that I'm making, actual videos I put some thought into, I hope. We'll see. Not the greatest filmmaker in the world, but it will be there. But in any case, that's a subscribe button. And then it's subscribe buttons and follow buttons and little heart icons and things like this on the various audio only platforms, whether it be Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts or iHeartRadio or Buzzsprout or Pandora or Stitcher or Podchaser or so many other places you can find Ski Rex Media Podcast. If you are unsure, go into the app on your phone, search for Ski Rex Media or Ski Rex Media Podcast, and you may find it. And then again, follow, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it out there. People shared one of my reels on Instagram and now it's getting more and more views and more likes. That's how that works. Isn't that cool? So if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and share the wealth with your friends. Share the love of Ski Rex Media. And again, that's Ski Rex Media on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all over the place, skirexmedia.com, all that good stuff. If you put Ski Rex Media into a search engine, you're going to find Ski Rex Media, me. If you just put in Ski Rex, you'll find all kinds of crazy stuff. If you put in Ski Rex Media, you'll find me and you'll find everything. Again, though, I hope your spring is going well. If so as mine will be, and you'll know that because if you follow, that's what I was going to get into. Sorry, I flubbed that. It was going to go into a bit that says, I hope your spring is going well, and you'll see how mine is going if you continue to follow in all of those places, even though the podcast will be on hiatus. There'll still be new written content and, of course, social media stuff every now and again. Right. All right. Enough of the shameless plugs. You know it. Tell your friends so they know it. Again, all that stuff is in the description, but don't check it while you're driving. If you're listening in the car, wait till you pull over. It is unsafe and that ticket is expensive. Now, today's interview. Now, we're at the next to last episode of this season. Next week will be the season finale and then reruns through the summer. For those of you who might have missed some episodes or who were new, we'll go back through them and they're available anyway. But today we're getting into one for the snowboarders. Now, if you're a skier who still throws animosity towards snowboarders, stick around anyway, because it's kind of fun. It's kind of informative. It's from Whaleback Mountain. I do have to apologize for the audio. My audio biffed, the recording there biffed. For some reason, the mics weren't picking up the audio. Just my phone. I love my phone. It records 4K video, and that's very awesome, and it was working out really well. I plugged the mics into it, and it didn't pick them up. The mic on the phone picked it up. Why? I don't know. Maybe I didn't get the plug in all the way. Who knows? So I do apologize for that. I cleaned it up the best I could so you can hear it. You will be able to hear it. You may have to turn up the volume a little bit on your device of choice, but you'll be able to hear it. It's a good interview. It's a fun interview. I talked to Shawn and Trevor of NE Stomps. This is really another Upper Valley local. These guys make Stomp Pads. Snowboarders know what those are. Most skiers knows what those are. They make their own Stomp Pads. They sell them. They're in shops around here. Vermont business, right? How cool is that? Small Vermont business. How cool is that? Here, repping the Upper Valley of Vermont and New Hampshire is very cool. They ride over at Whaleback as well. They made the Whaleback custom Stomp Pad that Whaleback was selling. I don't think there are any left. You could go to Whaleback shop and see if they're still selling them, or call them up, see if they have one left. But I'm pretty sure they don't have any left. That's how cool they were. They went very well. So we're going to talk to Trevor and Shawn about being a small Vermont business, being in the Stomp Hat business and what that is and what they do, and then riding around the Upper Valley in New England and their lives and everything. And it's kind of fun, and it's really neat. And I'm actually already asked them here just a few minutes ago, do you want to come back on next season so we can get better audio? Ugh, I suck. I swear to God. You'd think I would be able to get around these problems these days. You would think that. No. Tim has to do everything the hard way. They'll be back next season, and we're going to talk to them because they'll have some new stuff too. But we'll get into that during the interview. So here you go from Whaleback Mountain. Oh, one more thing. If you're watching the video version, and again, this is one of the last video version podcasts there's going to be because next season I'm going to go all audio. If you watch right corner top, you can see John Hunt, friend of the program, executive director over at Whaleback. And you can see him kind of walk in, realize we're still doing this, and kind of walk back out. It's kind of awesome. So shout out to John. That's awesome. And we did a little video after that too. Again, I should have known the audio didn't work. I knew the audio didn't work then because we recorded right after, and that was a whole thing. But you see him kind of pop in and out, and that's kind of funny. So shout out to John Hunt. Shout out to Trevor and Shawn from Any Stomps. And here's the interview. Shout out to the interview, and shout out to all you listening. Thanks. I'll be back on the other end. All right. Thanks for listening and watching. So as I said, we're doing Upper Valley Local again. Now we're here at the wonderful Whaleback Mountain, my home mountain. I love this place. These guys love this place, I'm sure. Thank you to John Hunt, who's in the back here. He's working, but we're not going to bother him for now. But we're here talking Upper Valley. We've also talked about Domchick up at the skiway. The Upper Valley isn't the most ski-oriented place in New England, although there are places like Whaleback. There's me. There's the Dartmouth Skiway. There's Squeegee Club, and then there's these guys from Any Stomps, Shawn and Trevor. How you doing, guys?
Doing great, thank you, Tim.
Doing great, thank you.
Excellent. Now, again, not the biggest ski area in the world. There's only a few of us here that are big. I mean, there's a ton of skiers here. What's your what's your part of it? Go ahead and explain what you do.
Well, we started here in the Upper Valley, and we've started a Stomp Hat company.
Now, Stomp Hats, the majority, now I don't have any animosity towards snowboarders. I ride with snowboarders all the time. Some people still do that from like the 80s from those awful movies. I like those awful movies. But some people still do that. I don't. But most of us are skiers. What's a Stomp Hat? I know, but not everyone.
Shout out to Glenn Blake. So Stomp Hat is essentially it's a piece of rubber or foam. It's always been, usually in the past, can be other materials, but basically keeps you stuck on the snowboard when you're basically getting on or off the lift, or if you're riding one-footed or whatnot. It gives you just something to grip to. So it's kind of a safety thing, but more or less it's been used as kind of a cool factor, cool points as well, because they make some really neat ones, and we're trying to jump in, and we think that we make some really awesome stuff as well. So
excellent. Now, it's definitely important. Now, a lot of people who have seen Stomp Hats in the past, I also know, look at it and think it is just a sticker. That's what it is. But as you say, it's a safety issue thing. Excuse me. It's safety. It is important. But then, why get into this? Why are you guys doing this? Like, you just want to put your spin on it? Do you have something better than everybody else? That would be cool too. What was your idea here?
We actually think our product is better.
Good man.
But no, really, the idea came to me when I was pretty much out in Montana, and I saw everybody had their home state on their sticker, and I was like, what if people knew I rode out of Vermont? And that's what started the state stomp idea, to kind of rep where you ride.
Nice. Now, it's funny you say Vermont. These guys are in Vermont. I also am in Vermont. We're in the same township. Not the same town, but the same township. Shout out to Jersey people who understand what township really is. So we are Vermont. We're sitting in New Hampshire right now. So you do have a few of them up here on the deck here on the bar area here. Why don't you show those off, talking about, because these guys, they're not playing around. They're not just repping Vermont. They got all kinds of stuff going on. Go ahead and show them all.
Yeah, well, we started with just an original 3D printed hard prototype for a couple different states. That moved into a kind of rubbery material. And then we were contacted by a couple different shops to do customs for them. So we've got Dark Side, and we took a couple of their logos and turned them into stomps for them.
Nice. Their flame.
We've also done the Vermont Loves Ghost design.
Oh, very cool.
This is another great company out of Vermont. These guys are killing it.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I've heard of them. Where are they out of? What do they do?
So they have their kind of clothing line, and they're actually hooked up with this company, an affiliate, Goon Gear.
Okay.
And Lucas Magoon, who runs the company, used to be a pro snowboarder, really great guy, great snowboarder himself. And these guys actually have their own pro model coming out for next year under Goon Gear. Really cool.
Nice.
So Vermont, Vermonters doing things, I guess, if you will.
Yeah.
Really, really great story.
That's very cool. And Darkside, shout out to them. Most locals know who they are. Anyway.
Absolutely. Darkside kills it.
Yeah, absolutely. You see them everywhere up here. And you might see them elsewhere. And you got one in your hand here from our home mountain, which might as well be our home mountain. It is my home mountain. I was here so much during the season. It's a shame that it's over. You guys think it's a shame that it's over already?
We're sad. It's coming to an end. It's not completely over yet.
True. Not completely over. Still got a couple more days.
We were just talking about that. We're like, we got to try to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There's still a few things around. It's just now you kind of got to work for it, which I'm not willing to work anymore. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed sometimes. But you do have a Whaleback Mountain Stomp Hat, and that's awesome. That's ridiculous.
So, one thing about our stomps that does set us apart is we are the only company doing this in the United States. Like, we are, we're making them here. We're resourcing the materials from, locally, here in the U.S., and we're trying to give everybody the most quality product that you can get. So we definitely think it is better than most, and that's one of the reasons why. But this Whaleback one came out really well. Trev did a great job with it, and it looks really sick. We're selling them. They sell them here. You can buy them online. Proudly made in Vermont. We have a website as well.
Shout it out, man.
And anystomps.com, and or follow us on AnyStomps at Instagram, and yeah, you can see what we're doing. But we're very happy with the Whaleback one, and we of course rep Whaleback. We love this place. I'm here all the time, and I just it's a great mountain. I totally big time love the small mountain feel. And nothing beats this place. So,
absolutely, it does look great, and I did not realize it is all American. So, buy American, buy Vermont, man. I'm all for that. Not to get too
proudly made.
Proudly made, man. Not that I'm getting too patriotic, but yes, I am. Always. That is wicked cool. Now, so the manufacturing, you're here. I think it's safe to say you're in White River Junction, Vermont. I don't think anybody's gonna track you down and stalk you. Not from me, anyway. But where, not exactly where, but like in my mind, well, I guess the question is how is it done? Like you mentioned 3D printing. How do you make these?
Well, I actually started my company in 2013, and we do product development and manufacturing, prototyping. So yeah, I designed the 3D printer that these are all made on years ago. And yeah, they're made from a rubbery material called TPU, and just built layer by layer up. And we also have a machine for cutting metal. We're going to be bringing more aluminum in next year, some different designs. But yeah, this is just a very durable material, and
you can't break it really. I mean,
we laser cut the
adhesive.
We're just the size, and yeah, everything's done here.
Excellent, and yeah, you can see it as it's getting. You just can't beat this thing, and the cold obviously can't destroy it either, huh?
We haven't really had many. We haven't had any come off. We've not had. We sold all season long, and we have not had any come off. So, thank God, knock on wood. But no, we've had a successful season. And this was our first season, so
yeah.
We didn't really know what to expect. We did obviously prototyping and testing ourselves, but there's only so much we could do. Especially because we were doing this mostly in the summertime, so we would freeze them and test them that way, but we didn't actually have winter conditions.
Man, you should probably start making something that can go on someone's car if they can take that kind of beating. I'd pay for that. My poor car. So, is this that's where I was going. I don't know White River Junction well, but I know it. I'm trying to picture the kind of facility you have. It's not like this big giant to-do, is it?
No. All the printers are 2 feet by 2 feet. We got one wall rack. Can fill that up. And now this is all actually run out of my house. That's my basement, and my garage is the metal shop.
Excellent. That's perfect. And I've said this.
the smaller it is, the more contained it is, the better quality you're going to get because it's hands-on. The people who are doing it are doing it. Very surprised to see you guys out of White River Junction. Again, I don't know the town well. I came across you on Instagram. You know, we obviously travel, we're social media travel in the same circles. And I'm going through your stuff, and then I saw it, White River Junction. I was like, really? So now you said before we started, you know, something about being in Miami. You know, I don't know where Shawn's from. How do you end up here doing this here? Like in White River Junction, say not like Stowe or around Dover or something like this, one of the big ski towns.
Well, actually, so I am from Miami, and met my wife down there when she was getting her PhD. When she graduated, she got a job at a company, Simbex, right here in Lebanon.
Okay.
And that's what brought us to this area. So I packed up my little company and brought it.
Nice.
And I'm from Vermont originally, so I grew up, you know, snowboarding and used to ride at Sugarbush and Stowe and whatnot. And I grew up competing and having fun with it. And, you know, I've been in the industry for a long, long time and just kind of know a lot of people. And Trevor and I had been talking about this idea. And it's just been kind of fun to bring it to fruition and watching it from like literally just talking about it on the chairlift at Okemo to literally having them on our boards and riding with them. And you know, honestly, they work. It's kind of a neat thing. I was one of those guys that I'm like, yeah, I never rode the Stomp Hat. I didn't need one, you know, it's too cool. Now I have one. I'm like, it's so much better. I'm like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? It's one of those things.
And I get that too. One of my best friends in the world, he snowboards. And he was just saying, and he's like, man, my dang Stomp Hat fell off. That stinks. And I'm going to point him your way now for the replacement because if
Please
you
do.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I'll be like, dude, this will stay on there. I've already talked to him in person. It's fine. But yeah, again, you guys got cool designs and everything. You clearly have the quality, and you've been testing them out yourself. Like you said, you were doing summer tests as best as you could. Now you're out in the winter. You both do ride, right? Like this isn't just, or do you guys ski and ride, or just one or the other?
We both rip. We don't just ride.
Okay, they're rippers then. That's cool. Well, then I'm going to ask you this. I've seen a bunch of videos. You tag people in them on your Instagram. Are any of those you?
Yeah, a bunch of them are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious about that. I was watching something you put up. What was it? The day before yesterday? I don't remember the day, but I was like, I wonder. And it sounds like it's kind of a silly question, but I don't think it is. And I just didn't know, so I wanted to know. So you definitely put it through its paces. You definitely rip yourself. Definitely here at Whaleback. Where else have you been heading? Did you hit a few places this year? You all been busy just making Stomp Hats?
Well, I was actually fortunate enough to have a son this past winter.
Very good.
He's 4 months now. Hope to get him on a board soon, but I got a couple days out, so I think I went to Okemo and Sunapee this year.
Oh, nice.
Normally I get to go out west too, so I'll be going there in December.
Okay, cool. Now, you know, it's kind of funny. He's 4 months old, so he's planning on getting him on a board soon. That's a real thing.
Oh yeah.
Like if you've never seen it, look for the kids are getting smaller and smaller every year that can do it. It's ridiculous. Humankind is definitely going to skiing and snowboarding as I'm not a big evolution fan, but as our human adaptation, we're going. Have you thought about adding kid stuff to your line? Put out like a SpongeBob or something goofy like that?
That's a whole issue of licensing rights.
Well, okay, you're right. Do not infringe on copyrights or trademarks ever.
Yeah.
Never. But would you consider doing something like that?
Yeah, and again, really I can draw up whatever on the computer and we can print it.
So then is that where your goal is to make more of your own designs or to do custom work or both?
We do have our own designs as well, which we're selling, you know, like the Any Stomp Hat. It's really cool and obviously works well. But, you know, making them for everybody and anybody is kind of what we're doing. And we're just having fun and just kind of figuring out, you know, what comes next and, you know, what other, you know, what we want to add to the line. I know that we've been talking a lot about, you know, new ideas and adding some, you know, some sort of a rail and or, you know, we got some stuff in the works. So don't want to give it all away, but yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, we're like I said, we're going to be trying a bit more with aluminum, seeing what cool designs we can do. And then, yeah, of course, just keep adding more states. So I think right now we have 5 or 6 states, and we want to offer all 50 and let people rep where they're from if they want.
That would be awesome, especially if you get Rhode Island done. I haven't been down to Yawgoo yet. I was not able to
Yawgoo
get
Valley.
Have you ever been down there?
I've been to, my old roommate in college was from Yawgoo Valley.
Nice.
He was a good rider. He was a sponsored Burton kid, and I went to Castleton State, and we rode out of Killington.
Sure.
That was fun. But yeah, I went down to Yawgoo with him, so I do know.
What's it
shout,
like?
Shout out to the Yawgoons at Yawgoo Valley.
Absolutely. I've been killing to get down there. Wasn't able to get there this season. I was so disappointed. What's it like? I know this is completely off topic, but screw it. That's what I do here.
I mean, it's a tiny little hill, but it's so much fun. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's not about how big or how much vertical. It's how much fun can you have in the space that you're given, you know. And they do a great job. They put a lot of great obstacles and features out for riders and skiers, and it's fun. It's a good time.
That's awesome. That's great to hear. Again, I push very much. It's not always about the size, the amenities, how deep it is, how icy it is out here, places like this in New England, but how much fun you have. And clearly you guys agree with that too.
We live by it. Actually, we put it on the packaging.
Oh, there you
It's,
go.
in our rules, rule number 1 is clean your board with alcohol. Number 2, lightly heat the area. Number 3, place your stomp where you want it to go. And number 4, have fun.
Have fun. That is sick.
Have fun.
Have
You know,
fun.
so, yeah, that is our mission statement kind of thing.
I love that. Now, would you ever consider, say, you don't see, people put stickers on their skis. Obviously, you don't use a Stomp Hat, but you could. Would you do a ski type design, something that would fit, say? Like, 'cause you get obviously a lot more width with a snowboard versus a ski. Would you do something like that? Would you expand to that, or is that just not worth it?
I mean, we're really open to all the different ideas, and we don't want to give away too much, but
Sure.
we do have some that instead of being printed so thick or with spikes are a little bit thinner and more for the graphics and the feel of it. So yeah, we could always design something like that for a ski.
They're going to have everybody covered. Would you push so far as to be the next Burton if you could? Building your own boards, building your own bindings, clothing line. Is that too much? That's a lot.
I'd never say no.
Yeah.
In this day and age, never say never. But we're just kind of having fun and trying to put all our energy and effort into the stomps and nailing that. And the feedback's been really good, and people are like, hey, these things are great. They're not falling off. I mean, we have a rider, Trevor. Kid is unbelievable. He rides for multiple big time companies, including Dark Side, Lib Technologies, Giro. He's killing it, and he's had one on his board all winter. And he goes to the Mount Snow Academy. Shout out to ASTC, and he has had no issues, and he has just been great for us. And he's a good kid, so look for him because he's actually going to be at the last call in Loon coming up this weekend.
Yep.
And then he's also going out west to compete in nationals. He qualified for nationals, so
Nice.
that's pretty cool. We'll have an anti-stomps rider at nationals.
So I feel like now I'm late to the game. Like, you all are going national. I just found out about you guys like 2 months ago, I think it was, maybe 3 months ago. Wow, so you guys are doing great. Not to say that you weren't. I didn't go into this thinking these guys suck. They're just local nobodies. I'm a local nobody, so it's fine. It's cool. I like that. But seriously, joking aside, you all are going big. You're getting on, named riders, man. You're legit.
Yeah,
We're trying.
We're trying.
We're
Excuse me
trying.
again. No, that is awesome. That is excellent. So you did say you were in a few shops. Which one specifically? Did you say that? Am I messing that up? That's possible.
Yeah, so we're in Golf and Ski with our state stomp line. Dark Side has their own custom designs and Splinters as well.
Awesome.
Splinters is up in Sugarbush, another great shop. Shout out to Travis and those guys. He does a great job.
Excellent. That's awesome. And of course, online availability then, right, as well?
Yeah, at our website, anystomps.com.
Excellent. And as they said, if you got like the whaleback, I don't know, I think John said that's the last one right there. So
Yep, that's it.
next season, kids. Yeah, they did really well. I remember seeing them when I was here one day on the desk, and they were gone the next time I came through. So I was like, wow, that's it. And this, Whaleback again, snowboarders, skiers, all comers, come check this place out. I love this place. It's the kind of place, see if you agree with me on this one. This is something I've been saying. It's the kind of place I don't want to tell anybody about, but at the same time I do, because I want to stay open, but at the same time I don't, because I want it all to myself. I'm sure you agree.
I feel 100% the same way, that I want them to have money and be able to just keep everything running and stuff, but also no lines.
Yeah,
no lines.
Lines.
Tell friends about it on the icy days. Tell no one about it on the powder days.
Absolutely. Actually, I think I missed at least one of you by a couple of minutes on, what was that one powder day? It was a Friday, and this place was jumping. They were actually setting up for an event in the parking lot over here.
I was here.
You were here, so I was here. Yeah, I came out too, and I was beat, man. Skiing powder, that's for the people who are in better shape than I am. I'm not saying go to the gym, but at least get out and walk around once in a while. Don't just watch television. But that was a sick day, and this place was jumping. But, even actually the lines there that day weren't that bad. I don't remember.
No, they're never terrible. No, it's always, once again, local. It's a great spot.
Yes.
Come check it out if you've never been, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. This place is great, and a lot of natural, not completely groomed. So I know that Mad River Glen talks a lot about that stuff too. You can get it other places too, just saying. I mean, there they got drops and things too out there. Different terrain, but same feel. Man, this is awesome. You guys are doing great. I love the looks of them. Geez, I almost want to put the Vermont Spiked one where my hood ornament would be on my car. I think that would be fantastic. Like, they look great, everyone. Like, we're definitely going to make sure they get plugged here a lot. So, like you said, anystomps.com, any Stomps on Instagram, I think with an underscore, right? Any underscore Stomps? Yeah, then all the description, all the links and everything will be in the description for this, both audio and video versions. Man, this is awesome. You guys are doing great. Thanks. Anything else you want to get into before we get out of here?
No. This has been great, Tim. Thank you so much for the plug, and we appreciate your time and letting us come out and talk.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I said, I'm all for local. Support everything local. I mean, obviously you can support everything else too, but local business, obviously, and that's a big deal right now. Local business, local skiing, for us in that part of the industry, man, we love it. These guys love it. They're here. I'm here. You got a great product, and like I said, local stuff, you're going to find greatness because they can focus on it. It's not like a big corporation where they lose track of everything that happens. But that's not what I talk about here. That's a whole logistics, business, retail thing, whatever. That's the business education talking. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man. It's nice to meet you guys.
Very
man.
much you too.
Awesome. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see more of them out there. I can't wait to see what else you got going on as the season ramps up and you start putting out more stuff. So what do you think for next season? Your secret ideas are coming out? Are we pushing a couple of years down the line, or is it going to be next week?
No, we'll have some more stuff out for next year.
Yeah.
Awesome.
For sure.
Awesome. Well, start looking for that after the summer. The summer's going to go by like that, kids. And next season, I can tell you, I'm hoping anyway, that this was a challenging winter. The only thing challenging about next winter is driving in it because it's going to be snowing every day. I've decided this. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much, Tim. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, and thanks
Peace
for
out,
watching.
everybody. Thank you.
We'll see you on the next one. Laters.
And there you go. Like I said, fun. Those guys, really nice guys. They have a whole plan in mind. Like they said, they're going to keep going. We're going to see where they go and when they go. And I talked to them about a couple of things afterwards. I'm going to try and get them to make something for me to put on my skis. It should be cool. I don't really need a Stomp Pad, but it'll still be cool and unique. I hope. I try to be unique. You ever try to be unique, try to be original, and then find out you're not? Maybe that doesn't happen to you, but it happens to me all the time. Anyway, thank you to Shawn and Trevor, man. That was a fun interview. They will be back repping the Upper Valley as I do, as Whaleback does, as Mark Adamczyk and all the staff over at Dartmouth Skiway do. We're going to talk some Upper Valley local. And thanks to them, any Stomps, check them out. Their store is online. Check them out. There might be a shop near you if you're in Vermont, where you could pick up some of their Stomp pads right there and in person. But their stuff is available online. Anystomps.com. Links are in the description, as always. And you could also follow them on Instagram, NE Stomps. I think it's NE_Stomps. But that link will also be in the description. You could check that out. Follow them. I do. And I think that's it for this week. Next week, as I said, is the season finale. It's a big old group show confirmed. We have number one hype man, Tech Rob. Tech Rob at this moment is not confirmed, but he will try his damnedest to be on it. I do believe Scooter is confirmed from the PA contingent. Wendy Clinch, the ski diva herself, will be coming back. Confirmed. Adam Jabber, Out of Bounds Podcast, Out of Collective is confirmed. Lindsay Delorier from Bolton Valley, confirmed, and friend of the program and executive director of My Home Mountain and Partner Mountain with Ski Rex Media, John Hunt from Whaleback. And he and I will be on location at Whaleback again to record the season finale, and then we'll all send you on your way into the summer to do what you're doing. If you're traveling and skiing or going up to the high country and skiing, that's great. Enjoy, do all that. If you're going into the indoor stuff, whether you're in a place like in Europe and Asia where there's indoors all over the place, or if you're waiting for big snow to reopen, Memorial Day weekend, that's their target. They're going for it. Ski Rex Media, the PA contingent, all kinds of folks. We're all going down there at some point during the summer, and we're going to check that out. If you're a grass skier, do that. Or if you've just switched to other sports, hiking, mountain biking, camping, fishing, boating, whatever it is, surfing, just laying out on the beach, catching some sun, use your sunblock, kids, whatever it is. Enjoy your spring, enjoy your summer, and enjoy the season finale next week. And then keep enjoying Ski Rex Media Podcast, whether it's whether you're waiting for the next season or you're listening to the replays over the summer, and then skirexmedia.com for the new written content, maybe some photos, maybe, who knows? I'm going to still be doing stuff. Ski Rex Media is not going to sleep during the summer. It's just going to be different until the snow starts to fly and we get back out there. And of course, big snow, right? Thank you again for joining me. Thank you for being a Ski Rex Media fan. I will see you out there. Laters.